Hey, First Baptist Church, I want to take this opportunity and kind of give some explanation of our road to recovery. Our soft opening, as some have called it, that's beginning October 4th. You saw that this past Sunday in the church worship folder. You'll see it on Facebook and on our website, and we'll talk about it from now. We just have come to the point where, after much prayer and consideration, we've been observing what's been happening at the school with COVID cases and looking at health official statistics in our county, Cherokee County, along with Smith County, and we feel like we're to the point where, with the steps we are taking and continue to take, that we can begin to do more than just our 2 Sunday morning worship services. So I wanted to take just an opportunity today and just very quickly explain to you where we're headed as we go forward. Now, let me say first of all, this approach is going to take place in our church in October, November, and December. During those 3 months, as we expand ministry and do additional ministries, we're going to continue to observe, pray, see if needs are being met. And then our prayer is that maybe even in January, that we can expand on what we're doing now. So this is a temporary kind of thing, we believe, ministry approach. It's also a ministry approach that you can participate in, or you can just continue to come be in either of the 2 services on Sunday morning. So we're just wanting you to know that there's opportunity for additional ministry. You know, many of our people over the last 2 months have come to me and talked to our staff, said, Brother Scott, when can we start life groups? When can we come back to discipleship on Wednesday nights? So we've been listening to you. We've been talking to other pastors in our area, along with pastors outside of our area. We've been observing what the school's doing and protocols, and listening to the CDC and their guidelines, how they change, and how churches have to follow some and don't have to follow some. So I want to take just a second very quickly. This is information that you saw this past Sunday if you took a worship folder at our church, and you'll continue to see it. First of all, I want you to know that our Sunday gatherings begin on Sunday, October the 4th. That's the first Sunday in October. And here's what is available beginning on that Sunday morning. We're going to adjust our times. We're going to start at 9:15. And so at 9:15, if you choose to, with your family, you can do some of the following things. Your kids can have kids church with CB and the Next Gen staff in the youth room. Now they'll check in right here off the foyer, and they, from 9:15 until about 10:15 or 10:20, when we're through with worship service, they will have a full-fledged kids worship experience, music, message, activities, various things to really begin to speak on their level and to equip those kids to eventually grow up and be a part of our church worship service. At that same time, in the gymnasium at 9:15, Ken McEachern is going to teach the book of Isaiah. That's one large life group in the gym, tables spread out, social distance, with 4 chairs around, and Ken's going to be teaching the book of Isaiah. That's for all ages of adults. There'll be some youngs, some middles, and some older adults in there together. So if you're ready for a life group, in order to give distance and safety, that's the largest room we have in our our church plant, other than the sanctuary. So Ken is going to be teaching the book of Isaiah. So if you want to go to a life group at 9:15, you can go to life group. During that same time will be our first worship service in the auditorium. So there's kids church, there's life group, but there's also at that time our first worship service of the morning. Also, I want you to know, as always, there is the nursery still provided. If you have a child from the ages of birth to 4 years, they can go and be taken care of in a great way by the ladies that work in our nursery, and so there's a place for them. Now, on that same day, on that Sunday at 10:45, in the worship center, we will offer our second morning worship. We've been doing 2 morning worship services for quite some time. So we'll continue to have the one at 9:15 and then one at 10:45. Also, I want you to know that we're going to have a mask-friendly worship service. I've been told over the past few weeks, Brother Scott, a lot more people would come to church if everybody in the service wore a mask. So you know what? We're excited about that. We're excited that some of you that are still at home because you're concerned with safety and the COVID crises, that you can now come to church. So here's what we're going to do. The mask-friendly worship service will require everybody there to wear a mask the entire time. And that's going to be over in the field house, one of our detached buildings, and that will be the live stream service. And so if you and your family have not been able to come to church because not everybody wears a mask, we've got a place for you. You can come and feel safe and secure. You can walk into the old youth building, the field house we call it now, and everybody will have a mask. There'll be chairs spread out, social distance, and so you can come to that meets in the field house. Also, during all of that time, our nursery, again, we've just been offering one child care time, but now we're going to expand that to 2. And then every Sunday afternoon, it started this past Sunday, CB and Cody Sutton, our next gen pastor and his wife, are opening their home for a college and young adult Bible study. They had 8 people this past Sunday, and so that's at 5 o'clock, and it meets off campus. So this is your options for Sunday. We're trying to give a place for small groups for adults to begin to have fellowship and build camaraderie. Brother Ken is a dynamic teacher, and the Isaiah is a dynamic book of the Old Testament. But we're also offering service for those that want to wear their mask the entire time. Now, let me say this. You can come to any of these services and wear your mask. Okay? You can wear it at the early service in the sanctuary. You can wear it at the 1045 service in the sanctuary. So you don't have to go to the mask-friendly worship. We have said since this all started, we're not offended that you wear a mask in the sanctuary. Not at all. A lot of our folks do. But some people want everybody to wear a mask the entire time, and we understand that. So that's why we're offering that service. So if you've been coming the last few months and you're wearing your mask, keep coming to 9:15. Keep coming to 10:45. But if you would rather be with people that are all wearing their masks, then you'll want to transition to the 10:45 service. Over here is our Wednesday night schedule. We've been longing to get back together on Wednesday night. I commend CB Sutton, our next gen pastor. He has been doing family-friendly worship in the gym on Wednesday nights. There's food, there's music, there's Bible study, social distance. Everybody's having a good time. And that ministry on Wednesday night is growing. And so, beginning on Wednesday night, October the 14th, now make a note of that because on October the 7th, we're hosting once again the homecoming bonfire on our church campus. So beginning October 14th, you see the schedule of opportunities. Let me go over it with you very quickly. And let me just say, through any of this schedule change, if you have a question, would you please call me? Would you call our office? Talk to CB, talk to Don, talk to Patty, talk to Joe, talk to me. Come by the office and we'll explain it. But beginning Wednesday night, October the 14th at 6 o'clock will be the Next Gen preschool and nursery. So if you have a child and you want to come on Wednesday night there from birth to 4 years old, they have nursery, great child care. At the same time as the Next Gen kids, 4-year-olds through 4th grade. It's the study of God's Word together with our adults. At 6 o'clock is Next Gen preteens. So once again, while the babies are in the nursery, while the Next Gen kids are doing their thing, the Next Gen preteens, 5th and 6th graders, will be having a Bible study. And then our students at 6 o'clock, 7th through 12th grade. And then also at 6 is our band practice. Don has grown our music ministry. It continues to grow and be great asset in our church. And so the band will practice at 6. And then at 6:30, the band and those that are in choir, Don's starting choir back up. And I hope that you'll come. If you love to sing, that you'll come. So on Wednesday night, beginning at 6 o'clock or 6:30, there's something for everybody. Now, there's nothing for adults on Wednesday night other than band or choir practice. Because adults, listen to me, we need your help. God's blessed us with a great opportunity to shape spiritually children, preteens, and teens. And we need your adult help. I'm not teaching on Wednesday night. I told CB, you put me somewhere. I want to serve. I want our children to be around godly adults who love them, who love Jesus, and want to teach them. We need you. And so adults, some of you can serve. It may be that you serve food. It may be that you work at the check-in station. It may be that you teach. It may be that you help do recreation or you clean up. We need adults on Wednesday night. And so that's why you don't see anything for adults other than choir practice on Wednesday night. Adults, we need you. Please come and use your gifts that God's given you. Be an influence on these children. Let them see the love of Jesus through your life and through my life on Wednesday night. And so I'm excited about this schedule. It's different. We've never done it this way in the history of First Baptist Church, but can I tell you something? We've never done it this way in the history of the church. Folks, these are different times. These are times that in some ways are beyond our control, but God's still in control of all of it. Don't forget that. But we feel like moving forward, this is a great way to start, to come back together, because the Bible says, let us not forsake the assembling of ourselves together. And I want you to come. I want you to be fed through small groups. If you choose to do adult life group with Ken teaching, that's incredible. That's great. We got plenty of room. But if right now you're not ready for that, you can come to the 9:15 worship service. And so this is an approach that we've prayed over. We've asked our deacons to join with us in prayer. We've observed other churches. We've run this by other people that don't go to our church. Just said, what are you thinking? We've asked people who are non-church people to look over this and just say, do you understand this? Do you see that there's opportunity? And we're going to begin this approach October 4th on Wednesday nights, October 14th. In October, November, December, we're going to put our best foot forward. We're going to invite lost people. We're going to invite unchurched people. We're going to invite our church members back, those that haven't come, because I think you could come to the mask-friendly worship and know that everybody in there is going to have a mask on, and that may be what you need to feel safe and secure at your church. Then come on. You're at least getting to sing and worship with us and observe the worship service on campus. And so please pray about this. If you can serve, CB needs to hear from you as soon as possible. Contact him at the church. Send him an email. Call him on the phone. Say, you know, CB, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do the background checks. I'll do everything I need to do to get ready to serve and to make a difference in the lives of kids on Wednesday night. Some of you love to sing. God's blessed you. You may be like me and not be the best singer, but the Lord didn't say we had to be the best. We just had to be willing. Don would love to have you in choir practice and to use you on Sunday morning to enhance our worship service. So my prayer for you as your pastor, what I'm asking you to do is pray over this. See how you and your family can, for some of you, come back onto campus for worship, spiritual discipleship. I ask you to pray about this if you're an adult. God's blessed us with some dynamic adults. Not all of us are going to be in choir practice, but we might could serve in one of these areas. Pray about how you can serve. And in the meantime, pray as we continue to move forward. God, use us. Allow this ministry arm, this ministry approach to reach the hundreds upon thousands that live in our town that are non-believers and that are unchurched. I love you. If you have questions, please call me, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. God bless you and have a great day.